screens, dude. I can't get away from it. That's it. Here, I'm gonna show you this real quick. Do you mind doing the panorama real quick? Just start there and then end there. Yeah, here to there. Yeah. Ah, you're good, though. That's fun. Yeah, sick, bro. Thank you. Yeah, that's dope. I just want to get the thing in the background. I always need stuff. I'm a marketing major, so I always need something to like. Oh, sick. Yeah, thank you. That's weird. That's cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the image. I'm gonna save you basically the Good, just doing it. You can do it by myself. I mean, if someone wants to join, I'm not. No, you can join on. Hey, I'm not against it. The thing is, I love Jeremy, but he's just so loud sometimes. When I turn the volume up, I'm like, I love the kid. He's good at what he does. Yeah. Is he coming? I'm welcome to do whatever. I just need him to. Yeah. I love the kid. He's just so it's not a bad thing. It's not a negative thing. He's just one of those people with loud voice. I think you have these things on, you can hear everything the other one says. And he's perfect for soccer, right? He'd be good at this. If him and I were to do it, really bad. Not like that type of people. He's just not so loud. But I understand baseball. I'm not saying Brandon doesn't, but he's so energetic. It's awesome. But it's there's a level to this when you're two people that I never noticed. You kind of have ebb and flow.
How's it going, everybody? We are here today for some Saturday doubleheader for the University of Tampa Spartans versus the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes. University of Tampa Spartans come in today 3-1, also number 1 in the nation. Georgia Southwestern coming in at 1-4. My name's, of course, Tater Tot Gephardt. I'm not alongside anybody today. For the meantime, it's going to be me from beginning to end, so hopefully you like my voice. If not, maybe mute it. Who knows? Nonetheless, the Spartans are about ready to take the field. They are taking the field in their Saturday Reds, one of my favorite jerseys. Absolutely fantastic day for a great game of baseball. Crowd looking ready for also a game of baseball as well. A lot of other stuff coming around in the campus today. There's 2 basketball games being played, men's and women's. One of my other broadcasters, Mr. Ike, is calling that. Real quick, on the mound for the Spartans starting this Saturday game is Mr. Paul, number 10. Oh, wait, no, I was right, number 4. Looking ready to start off his home season with a good start. Go through the lineups for both teams real quick. For Georgia Southwestern, center fielder number 3, Hartsfield. Batting number 2, second baseman, Mamantis. Number 3rd batter, Ragsdale, number 9. Fourth batter, Angelino, first baseman. Number 5, Wozniak is the DH. Number 6 in the batting lineup for the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes is Skelton. Number 7 is Sutton. Number 8 is Foster. And batting number 9, Smith. And the pitcher for Georgia Southwestern is McCollum. And we're about ready for first pitch of this first Saturday doubleheader of the year. Michael Paul gets set, looks towards the mound, and pitches. It's a line drive sinking left, and it drops down for a hit. First pitch of the game, first hit of the game for Georgia Southwestern. Dang has had a read on it, just the ball drifted a little too far left and dropped in. Up to bat is Mamantis. Paul in the stretch. Looks on over to the first base bag. Comes set. And the pitch. Foul ball going right. As the guy was scoring, he got the RBI, and then he got Paul looking in, runner taking his lead. Hartsfield at first. Paul comes set. And the pitch. Ground ball, looks like double play potential. 1, 2, double play, and that's how you get yourself out after a first hit of the ball game. That is a double play, and there are 2 outs here in the top of the first. Now batting for the Hurricanes, number 9, Ragsdale. And the pitch. Looks like he was going to try to get a bunt as Lyons was playing a little far back. Playing far off the bag. If he was hit on the opposite side, could be trouble for the Spartans. Nonetheless, Paul with the pitch. Swing and a miss. One ball, one strike. I thought the first one was a strike, folks. My apologies. It is 1-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Paul comes set. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1, 2, and 2. Paul and the pitch. Pitching outside, looking for Ragsdale to chase. Ragsdale not biting. 2, 2, and 2. Paul looking in, deciding what he wants to do. And the pitch. Swing, fouled off, right side. And we'll do it on again. 2, 2, and 2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And we're through a half inning here in this Saturday doubleheader. My name's Tate Tater Tot Gephardt, and you're watching on TampaSpartans.tv.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding. I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Just for my high school.
Is it? And we're back here in the bottom of the first. I'm here with the other Braves fan, Harrison.
Yep, and welcome back into the UT baseball field. On the mound here, starting off at the bottom of the first for Tampa, is number 12, Nick McCollum, also from our home state of Georgia, Tate.
Yeah.
He had an outing last week against Eckerd up in Georgia.
Sure.
And we have number 19 for Tampa stepping up to the plate.
EJ Cumbo, he's a power home run threat, likes to drive it to all parts of the ballpark. Had a triple, I think went 3 for 4 last night if I remember correctly. I'm not far off, at least the number in front of me. Cumbo, one of the prettiest left-handed swings I've seen in Division II baseball. And the pitch. EJ Cumbo hits it to the left side. Smith has it, throws it over to first, and that will be the first out here in the bottom of the first. You said you went to high school with the pitcher on the mound.
Yes.
Mr. Harrison.
I did. Richmond Hill High School, just outside Savannah. So, always fun to see Richmond Hill people here in Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, indeed it is. Now batting for the University of Tampa Spartans, number 2, Drew Earhart. Righty for the Spartans. Caught last night. Shows bunt, and it's a strike. Lines up the pitch, and just a bit outside.
Just a little bit.
Drew finished last night 1 for 2 with 1 RBI. The pitch. Curveball hit between the shortstop and the third baseman, and he is 1 for 1 today. Next up batting, the only number 0 I know in Division II baseball, Jamarcus Lyons. Lyons last night had an impressive 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Looking to keep going with this series. Drew takes a lead off first base. Pitcher comes set. The pitch. Ball in the dirt.
Bobbles it.
Sutton blocks it. Keeps it in front of him. Beautiful day for a game of baseball, Harrison. What do you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially it's a little colder at the start of this week, but warmed back up. Perfect for baseball.
Looks in the pitch. It's deep. It's up. The left fielder under it.
Makes the out right there.
I believe that was Ragsdale with the catch. Now batting for the Spartans, the DH, number 10, Giovanni Lorenzo. 2 outs here in the inning. Spartans doing a good job hitting with 2 outs, especially last night. One of the key reasons why they won the game, and look to continue that here today. McCollum looks in. The pitch. Hits the outside corner, painting it beautifully. And it is 0-1. 2 outs here in the inning. Drew takes the lead. McCollum looks over, comes set. And the pitch. Similar looking pitch, might be just a bit low, and we are sitting at 1-1. McCollum comes set. The pitch. Line drive. Hit far left towards Ragsdale. Ragsdale seems to be under, and he is. And we're at the end of the inning, and it is the end of the first. It is your University of Tampa Spartans 0, Georgia Southwestern 0, and you are watching on TampaSpartans.tv.
Just another ordinary day at UT.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
And we're back here in the top of the second. Tampa Spartans 0, Georgia Southwestern also 0. Harrison, another Braves fan, we bring this up. What was your thoughts on the year? Obviously you won the World Series, but
a lot of adversity that they had to overcome, but they were able to get it done. Hopefully we can carry some of that luck over here to UT and have a good season here as well.
Well, you seem to be the good luck charm. Every team you seem to work for wins a championship, whether it be the Savannah Bananas, the Atlanta Braves, the Tampa Spartans women's volleyball team. Nonetheless, Paul comes set, pitches, and it's a ball. But yeah, no, you seem to be the good luck charm. I think we found it.
So hopefully we can get ourselves another trophy here in Tampa Bay. Like you said, we got Paul up at the
pitching, a little high there. Paul is pitching, is a Saturday starter. I hope the Braves just sign Freeman. That's been my push for such a long time. I hope the lockout ends. We sign Freeman. Life's as good as it can be.
Yes, hopefully we can get some baseball back. But right now, I mean, we got some great D2 baseball here. It's some great baseball to watch, and might be the only baseball we have for some time.
Might. Hopefully we can get on, I don't know, ESPN maybe. Maybe we can make a push for that. Who knows? It is a 1-2 count. 0 outs here in the top of the second. Paul gave up one hit, but it seemed to have settled in since. And the pitch just fouled off. Batting for Georgia Southwestern is Anthony Angelino, 27.
He is from Deptford, New Jersey, and he's a senior here at Georgia Southwestern.
Indeed. He is 1-2. Ball comes set, and the pitch. And rings him up, painted the corner, just like a dad coming home from Home Depot, just painting the corners all so well. Paul's having a great start to this Saturday game, and looking forward to see what he does with the rest of it. Now batting for Georgia Southwestern is Wozniak.
Yep, Gregory Wozniak.
Wozniak had one hit yesterday, had one walk. Pitch showing bunting it, finding no man's land. Paul, athletic moves, gets it on over, and that's the second out of the inning.
chugging right along, just what we would expect out of our number 1 ranked Spartans.
Now, who says pitchers aren't athletes? Paul ranging right, finding a way to twist his body, contort his body, and throw a perfect strike on over. It made it look really easy. Not an easy thing to do, Taylor.
Absolutely. And it's going to bring up number 1, Tyler Skelton, senior from Forsyth, Georgia.
Skelton had no hits, looking to change that up. He had 3 at-bats yesterday, so maybe changing up right here. Paul comes set, the pitch. Beautiful off-speed pitch, finding the right side of the plate, and it is 0-1. Harrison comes set. Or Harrison. Paul comes set. You're doing it all today, Harrison.
I know. I'm pitching, sitting on the broadcast, a lot of things. I know one thing is you do not want to see me out there on the mound.
You do your filthy curveball?
Yeah.
I used to have one back in the day, clocking in at probably 30 miles an hour.
Wow, that's really fast.
Really fast. That's why I'm here. Ball is up. Sullivan ranging over. And no one catches it. No one...
Almost hit a fan there.
Almost hit a fan, yeah.
Despite being fully covered in netting, that ball found the gap in the birdcage.
Indeed. Earhart also catching today. I said that earlier as if he caught only yesterday, but he's also catching today. A special athlete, can play almost anywhere in the field. Played a lot of third base last year, but catching for the Spartans here early on this year.
Yep. 0-2 the count as Skelton steps back into the box.
Paul has all the creative freedom he needs. He's up 0-2, deciding what he wants to do with it. The pitch, and it's fouled off, and we'll do it on again. This bird cage keeps a lot of baseballs in, but there is one section down the first base line that is a little opening, so if you're for some reason listening to us over there, be careful.
Yeah.
There is a little small gap that a lot of baseballs seem to find.
Just get a free souvenir out of it.
That is true. Paul comes set, the pitch. Ground ball over to Urso. Urso steps, does the 1-2 shuffle, throws on over to Sullivan. Nice stretch, and that will be headed to the bottom of the second. Your University of Tampa Spartans 0, Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes also 0. I'm ready when you are. And we are back here in the bottom of the second. University of Tampa Spartans looking to put the first score on the board here today of this beautiful Saturday doubleheader. I'm here, of course, with Harrison Taylor. Taylor, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Tate. It's always a great day here for some UT baseball. And we got Dan Sullivan getting ready to head up to the plate for the Spartans.
Real dangerous power hitter Sullivan is. He likes to pull the ball out, but can't hit it oppo. You can see how Georgia Southwestern is playing him. They're giving him the entire left field line. Love Sullivan's choice of music. I think Frank Sinatra. No one like him. Nonetheless, the first pitch here in the bottom of the second. Sullivan takes a cut, and it is a strike. Don't know if it's whether the swing or the pitch, but nonetheless, 0-1. Sullivan had one hit, one RBI yesterday, and he fouls it off, 0-2. McCollum having an impressive start, only giving up one hit so far. Paul also only giving up one hit. McCollum looks in. Comes set, the pitch. Sullivan swings on a curveball that he just swings over on top of, and it has the first out here in the bottom of the second.
Yep, and that is going to bring up number 11, J.D. Urso. I believe he is a COVID sophomore.
You can just click those stats on them. J.D. Urso has the middle of the field. If you could just hit it up the middle, and well, he basically does. Smith ranges over, makes a tough play, and a good pick over there at first base, and that will be the second out of the inning. Good play by Georgia Southwestern Hurricane shortstop Smith, ranging to his left, picking it, throwing over to first, and then Angelino picking it at first. Good play all the way around. Urso just getting out by a step.
And that's going to bring up McAllister Jorgensen for the Spartans. Number 16, a freshman from Brandon, Florida.
The pitch hits the corner, 0-1, 2 outs. Now, talking about last night, Spartans won 8-2. Now, there was a time when it was 4-1, and Lala makes an incredible, brings it back from the ballpark, or from the parking lot, I should say. The pitch in the dirt, but he brings it back from the parking lot and really saves the game. I mean, the score is 8-2. If you didn't watch it, you wouldn't understand what's going on, because it could have been a very different ball game if that ball would have left the yard.
Absolutely.
Hit, gets on through. Jorgensen looking for 2. Makes a hard turn and decides to stay at 1. Good hit by Jorgensen. And is the second hit for the day for the Spartans.
And that's going to bring up number 8, Jordan Lala, junior from Tampa, Florida. We got 2 outs here. Hopefully we can put something together in the bottom of the second inning here at the Birdcage.
Lala had 2 hits yesterday, had the RBI, and of course had one of the impressive plays. He actually had 2 impressive plays down the line. Had one, obviously bringing the home run back. McCollum from the stretch comes set, the pitch. Ball high. Jorgensen takes a lead. Spartans tend to hit well with 2 outs, so let's see what they do here. McCollum comes set, the pitch. Hitting the outside corner, and it will be 1-1. Nice to see so many Braves jerseys and
I know. We get
stuff,
to see
obviously, with Georgia Southwestern being in Georgia.
It looks like they traveled well down here to Tampa Bay.
Beautiful arching curveball. Didn't have it on the gun, but it is 1-2-2.
Last time McCollum was on the mound for the Hurricanes, he did pick up a win, pitching 5 innings, only allowing 1 run with 3 hits. So it looks like he's keeping that momentum going here today in Tampa.
Pitch is 2-2 below. You're right. He's keeping the momentum going. And last night the pitchers did a good job from both sides. It just the Spartans carried it away with it and took the win. So interesting to see what happens here today. Come set, the pitch.
It's going to foul that off.
Always got to be careful if you're driving down that road to the left here. You might get a baseball through your windshield. That's why we have the Birdcage, of course. That's what made the home run robbery yesterday so equally as impressive. He had to not just battle the wall, he had to battle the netting, and at nighttime, I mean, that's a hard thing to do. 2-2-2. Oh, just a hair offside on the outside corner. It is 3-2-2. Crucial pitch for both McCollum's confidence and the Spartans' rally chances here in the bottom of the second. Coming up right here, right now. McCollum comes set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And we head to the top of the third, all tied up at 0-0. You're watching TampaSpartans.tv.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us. And for college sports.
Really?
In the top of the third, and Paul is getting ready to keep doing his dominant pitching so far. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Having only 20 pitches is a good start. Harrison, Super Bowl Sunday. Who do you got in the Super Bowl?
I can tell you who I am rooting for the Bengals. As a Bucs fan, the Rams, not really happy with them, but we'll see. I do think the Rams probably will end up taking down those Bengals on Sunday, tomorrow.
I'm a huge LSU fan, just applied for graduate school. Hey, hopefully things go well for me. But speaking of that, I'm really hoping the Bengals do win. It's basically like the 2019 LSU championship team, so it should be cool, should be fun. I'm excited for it. 2 teams that you just didn't expect to be in it. Maybe the Rams, but the Bengals definitely not, especially after last year.
Yeah, and I mean, it's definitely exciting. You got another home team in their home stadium. I mean, obviously the Rams are playing as the away team, but getting back here to Tampa, we got John Austin Sutton stepping up to the plate for the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes. The catcher for Georgia Southwestern State.
Paul comes set, the pitch. Beautiful, just painting the corner. That's all Paul seems to be doing here today. 0-1. Paul comes set. The pitch. Looked like maybe potentially a 2-seam, broke away from the plate. Who knows? But it is 1-1. Paul, pitch. Living on that outside corner today, 1-2. Paul, the pitch. Just trying to clip that outside corner, not managing to do so, 2-2.
It's open? Yeah, just turn the handle in. Okay, pop right out.
Paul, the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will be the first out here in the top of the third. Paul's third strikeout of the day.
And that's going to bring up number 15, Hunter Foster, the junior from Hazelhurst, Georgia.
It's nice to hear like cities that I remember.
I know, a lot of Georgia people here on the Hurricanes chose to stay in state.
Paul, the pitch. Pitch right middle of the plate, and it will be 0-1. Yeah, not a lot of Georgia teams. Georgia College, of course. I know that very well. I got a bunch of friends that go to school there. Honestly, I've never heard of Georgia Southwestern until about this week, but hey, you learn something new every year.
Yeah, I believe this is the first time Tampa is facing off against the Hurricanes, so it's
history.
Good to be able to have at least one win down on the series history there.
It is 1-0. You don't see that often, start of a new history, but hey, we got to start somewhere. 0-2, the pitch. And back-to-back strikeouts, second out here in the top of the third, and that will be Paul's fourth strikeout here today. Good start if you're Paul. Harrison?
Yeah, that's going to bring up number 6, Ryan Smith, a sophomore from Griffin, Georgia, for the Hurricanes. He had 2 hits last night with...
Thought he had an RBI. He did not. My bad. Let you on the wrong thing. Strike is 0-1. Yeah, Smith was a majority of the hits yesterday. Also a fantastic fielder, as we've seen early on here today. Paul just dominating here in the top of the third. Second pitch. Second strike. We might have a...
one. Not going to say it, but don't want to...
We might have...
something good happen.
We might have more sun today. I saw checking the weather.
Yeah.
Paul, the pitch.
That's going to be high, so 1-2 the count.
Yeah, the weather is looking to be even better earlier, later today.
Yeah, it's definitely going to warm up. I think that's what the weather typically does.
See, I see why you're the good luck charm. You keep disasters from happening. Nonetheless, the pitch outside in the dirt, Earhart blocking it. 2-2-2. Ball comes set. Paul starts his delivery. The pitch, just a little low, and the count goes to 3-2.
It's a full count. We'll see if Tate jinxed it right here.
We'll see if I did. I tend to do that a lot with a lot of things.
But you've also spoke some good things into existence.
I have a few times. 3-2-2. Swing. I believe fouled it off, and we will do it again. Everything we seem to do up here, and I tell Jack Ike this all the time, and I don't know if he hears me all the time or not, but every time I seem to say something, whether it be good or bad, it seems to happen immediately after, and that never happens anywhere else. I have yet to win the lottery, so maybe
you got to play.
Maybe it's all in my head.
Press box.
Nonetheless, 3-2-2. The pitch, and rings him up. 3 strikeouts here in the top of the third for Mr. Paul. 5 strikeouts here today, and we head to the bottom of the third. You're watching on TampaSpartans.tv.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
And welcome back into the UT baseball field. Harrison Taylor alongside Tate Gebhardt.
Yup.
And we're getting ready here to start the bottom of the third inning. And due up for the Spartans, we got Jose Cadenas, number 6. And this is the bottom of the Spartan lineup. Last night, Cadenas had 3 at-bats with 1 run and 2 hits. So hopefully we can get some more hits today.
Cadenas ready to hit. First pitch, curveball, just breaking a little outside, and it is 1-0. McCollum likes using various pitches, but curveball seems to be one of his mainstays, especially early on in counts. 1-0 the pitch. Another breaking ball, looked like a curve that didn't break all the way. It could potentially have been a slider. Nonetheless, 1-1. Spartans looking to get a few more hits today, only have 2 so far. McCollum comes set, the pitch. Fouled off. Cadenas seems to be on it, Harrison.
He does. Staying alive there.
Nice to see so many fans in attendance on a Saturday game. Didn't get the chance to see a lot of them last year, as of course, COVID.
Yeah, it was great that we were able to pack the park again this year here.
1-2 count, or 2-2 count. Ball was in the dirt. Yeah, it's nice to see so many people coming out for a ball game. You start to learn to appreciate the small things of baseball, especially when you get it taken away from you.
Yeah, and I definitely think that not having sports last year has really increased attendance here at UT as Cadenas strikes out there. But that's going to bring up number 19, E.J. Cumbo for the Spartans.
E.J. Cumbo batted .388 to end the season. A fantastic pickup for the Spartans from a school that dropped baseball. So
yes, you and Jack like to mention all the time.
Yeah,
I'm sure everyone at home has heard that story
about a dozen times, but we want to make it's a dozen and one. Just so we just ingrain at home that he is not originally from here, but he's doing a fantastic job for the Spartans. Did a fantastic job last year and continues his hot streak this year.
0-1 the count now.
And the pitch. Gumbo fouls it off. Last night, the home plate umpire seemed to get just brutally hit left and right. I've never seen so many. I mean, I'm glad he's okay, but really just a rough night for the umpire.
Yeah, last time Gumbo was up to bat in the first inning, grounded out to the shortstop.
0-2 pitch, just missing the outside corner, and it's 1-2. But yeah, grounded out to the shortstop. Did have a triple off the base of the wall, almost actually hit it out. I do got to mention, I'm doing a thing this year. Every home Spartans home run, I will run a mile at the end of the year. So if it's 30 home runs at the end of the year, I'm running 30 miles. So
we need to get a lot more home runs here at home.
Ground ball to the first baseman. Takes his time. Gumbo hustling over, trying to beat him, and does not. It is 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. This game's moving along for a doubleheader.
Yes, for sure. Drew Earhart coming to the plate. So I do got a question for you, Tate, with your running. If we have a grand slam here, are we still just doing that as... Does
How about a grand slam is 2 miles?
No, I think that needs to be
4 miles.
4 miles.
Okay, if there's a grand slam hit, I'll do 4 miles. Actually, yeah, let's do that. 4 miles. I'll write some rules and restrictions down below. Ball outside. Yeah. 1-0. But yeah, no, I came up with it. I'm a marketing major, so by the 10th home run, I'm gonna want to not be calling games anymore. But it's a fun thing we're gonna be doing here up in the press box all year long. 1-0. Pitch. Earhart hits it.
So yeah, we'll have to get a little counter up on the broadcast of how many miles you got to do.
How to run this year? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I haven't. I'm not gonna even prepare for it. I'm just gonna go out and do it, which is not recommended. Drew hits it. It's calling it a foul ball. And we'll do it again. It's 1-2. But yeah, no, I'm just going to eat some roller dogs, a few tater tots, and maybe a Red Bull or two, and then go out and try to run at the end of the year. So it'll be interesting.
So all in one sitting. So
all in one sitting.
Okay, so
not smart at all. Not something maybe, I probably should do health-wise. I've talked to a couple of doctors. They said it's a horrible idea, but looking to do it nonetheless. Drew Hard swings and misses, and we head to the top of the fourth. Spartans 0 and the Hurricanes 0. You are watching on TampaSpartans.tv.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
We are here in the top of the fourth. Your University of Tampa Spartans are all tied up with the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes. Great pitching performance from both sides, only giving up 3 combined hits between the two pitchers. And yeah, we're looking for some offense here in the top of the fourth. Paul moving right along. Had 3 strikeouts last inning, looking to keep the streak going. Obviously, you don't want to mention that in baseball, but the baseball gods seem to be in our favor today here.
They sure do, Tate. And due up to the plate for the Hurricanes is Miles Hartsfield. Last night he had 4 at-bats with a run and a hit, so he was responsible for one of the runs last night here at Tampa. He's from Gainesville, Georgia.
Gainesville, nice. I know that place.
Yeah, right by where I used to live up there in Flowery Branch.
The pitch. Beautiful breaking ball, hitting and painting the corner. Paul's been doing that all day.
So yeah, Paul with 3 innings pitched so far, and we're doing good because the Hurricanes only have 1 hit so far.
Yeah, doing a good job so far. Paul is. It is 1-1. Paul looking to keep up with how he's been doing. Looks in the pitch. Interesting no call from the umpire. The lefty Hartsfield seems to be crowding the plate. Looked like it could have been a strike, but that's why they pay me to be a broadcaster, not an umpire. 2-1. 0 outs here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, maybe we'll get those robo umps down here in college baseball.
Potentially.
I mean, up in AAA this year, they are having some robo umps. So it looks like he fouled it off himself.
Wow. Doesn't look like it was. Don't know exactly. Oh, okay. They're bringing the trainers out.
Yeah, their coaches look like
coach is coming out.
Talk to them.
I didn't see what he hit it off of, honestly.
I believe that the ball fouled off the bat and then fouled off him into the net.
That's not a good feeling. Okay, might have lost some air. Just taking a quick breather. But while we let him take a quick breather, do you want to say about the robo-umps? I would love it if we could get an actual robotic ump, because fans are awesome, but they're also they'll find a way to hate on a technology. So it'll be interesting if there's a bad call. If a player would take a bat to a robotic umpire, that would be maybe that'd bring more viewership.
Yeah,
I don't know. Who knows? I'm not recommending it, but who knows?
I mean, they did test the robo umps in the one of the independent leagues last year, and so now it is. I mean, AAA baseball just one step down from the big league.
We're getting there. We'll see. I mean, who knows? The things are endless, but the funny thing is, me and you could come to more conclusions than the MLB and the owners seem to at the moment.
I believe they are meeting right now, so hopefully we can get some optimism during
I'm hoping
the broadcast.
What I really hope for is what they do is they lock them in a room until something is finally decided. This whole back week-to-week thing, I never understood that. At least just get some, get a little give and take, and let's get back to baseball. Spring training baseball should be here soon, we're hoping.
Yep, they are planning as if we are moving along and starting on time, February 26th.
Looking forward to it.
But Miles Hartsfield back in the box appears to shake off that ball.
Swing and a miss, and that will be the 4th consecutive strikeout, 5th on the day for Paul, and this is the first out here in the top of the 4th.
It's going to bring up the second batter for the Hurricane, number 7, Matthew Mamantis from McDonough, Georgia. Last time he was up, he grounded into a double play.
Paul the pitch. Hitting the outside corner. Drew doing a great job catching. 0-1. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. If you just joined us, not a very eventful day for the bats on either side, but good pitching duel happening here at Tampa. Dangus races over, and there's a base hit.
And we got a hit. It seems like Tate spoke something into existence again.
Folks, it's just, I'm the really lower paid Tony Romo of Division II baseball, and I'm okay with that. Obviously. But, it seems to be happening a lot. I really hope no one gives me free keys to a Lamborghini or anything anytime soon. Who knows?
Number 9 is going to be stepping into the box for the Hurricanes, and that is going to be Reed Ragsdale.
Mamantis takes the lead. Paul coming set. Waits a minute. Playing a little bit of a timing game. Paul the pitch. Curveball. Just breaking through the strike zone and is actually going to be below the strike zone. 1-0. Mamantis takes the lead. Sullivan holding him. Paul comes set. Looks in. Looks down. The pitch. Painting that outside corner. Living there all day, Paul has, and the Hurricanes really don't have much of an answer for it, or at least haven't come up with one yet.
Yes, 1-1 the count.
There has been one double play today for the Spartans, looking to make it 2 right here, right now. Paul comes set. And the pitch. Fouled off, left side, and heads up over there.
Right off the dugout.
Right off the dugout. It's dangerous little zones right here. We got two left and right.
Wear a helmet if you're out here at the barricade.
Wear a helmet. Bring a glove. 1, 2, and 1. Mamantis takes the lead. Ball comes set. Looks down to the pitch. Swing, throws over to first. They called him safe. It's a 5th strikeout and 6 at bats for Paul. Paul has, I believe, 6. I'm looking at 6 right here. Paul's doing a fantastic job on the mound today.
Anthony Angelino up to the plate for the Hurricanes. We got 2 outs, runner on first here in the top of the 4th inning.
Paul comes set. Mamantis takes the lead. Sullivan's still holding here with 2 outs. Throws over. Does a little bit of a slow throw, just keeping him honest. A little bit of cat and mouse game, Tom and Jerry game going on over there at first base. Paul looking in, deciding what he wants to do. In favoring the off-speed pitch for the first pitch. Let's see if he continues with that. Paul comes set. Throws back over to first. Doesn't like what he sees. Throws over, trying to keep him honest. Beautiful day here in Tampa. Sunny, beautiful Saturday for a doubleheader to come out to the ballpark, eat a hot dog, watch some Spartans baseball.
78 degrees here, and those infamous shadows have not shown up yet on the field.
No, yeah. Well, like we always mention, there's a sun thing that happens here, usually later games in the doubleheader. Pitch outside, 1-0. But yeah, it happens where it's hard for them to see. We always like to mention it here on the broadcast repeatedly. Nonetheless, it is 1-0 here with 2 outs. Runner on first is Mamantis. He takes steps off Sullivan, of course, still holding him. Paul looking in.
The last time Angelino was up, struck out looking to redeem himself here. Definitely a crucial at-bat for the Hurricanes.
Pitch outside, look like a little bit of an off-speed pitch. Couldn't figure out what it was. Nonetheless, 2-0 here with 2 outs here in the inning. Close ball game. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out here today.
Yes, definitely a exciting ball game for some baseball fans here.
Looking forward to the rest of it as it plays out. 2-0, and the pitch. Fly ball to Cadangas. Cadangas reaching back, looking back, going back at the wall, makes the catch, and we are heading to the bottom of the 4th inning. Your University of Tampa Spartans 0, Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes also 0. You're watching on TampaSpartans.tv. Top left corner, maybe?
And welcome back into the UT baseball field for some Division II baseball Saturday action here. I'm Harrison Taylor alongside Tate.
How's it going, everyone? Hope you're having a great Saturday. Getting ready for Super Bowl Sunday, getting those wings. That's also prepped correctly, depending on what the jalapeno peppers, if your friends like hot or maybe they like it sweet. Who knows? Nonetheless, that is tomorrow's Super Bowl. Then we come back with Valentine's Day. Nonetheless, we're here today, though, so there's full-packed weekend, all of the action.
I know. And we got the winner Winter Olympics going on.
Olympics. It's my paradise. Too much sports all the time. Nonetheless, McCollum with the pitch, first pitch of the bottom of the fourth, and it looks like it is a ball 1-0. Harrison?
Yep, Jamarcus Lyons up to bat for the Spartans. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Really need to get some runs going here.
McCollum looks in the pitch. Breaking ball, and is a strike. 1-1.
Hopefully we can get some mileage up for Tate.
Sure. Yeah. Obviously, I have not run in about 3.5 years, so this will be the first time I've run. So if this, we mentioned it previously, but for those listening, every time a Spartan hits a home run at home this year, I will run a mile at the end of the year. So if it's 30 at the end of the year, we'll do one collective 30-mile run. I will regret it tremendously, but hopefully you guys tune in more because of it. Nonetheless, 2-1. Lions looking to dominate this at bat, and the number 0 for the Spartans. He did a different number last year. I couldn't tell you what it was, but I know he definitely did not have the number 0 last year. I think it was 23 if I remember correctly, but nonetheless, Lions lines it, and just over the reaching glove of Smith, and that will be a base hit for Lions, I believe. I don't think it hit off his glove, so it'll be the third hit of the day for the Spartans, and a runner on first with 0 outs.
Yep, so number 10, Giovanni Lorenzo, up to the plate, formerly of Stetson and State College of Florida. He's made a lot of stops here before coming to UT. A junior from Fort Myers. So Spartans now have 3 hits so far this game.
Runner on first, Lions takes the lead. McCollum is now in the stretch. Looking over at first, coming set. Lorenzo looking ready to hit. And the pitch. Lorenzo fouls it off down the left side. Heads up over there if you're driving.
So looking at our home run count from last year, obviously this is both away and home, and you're only running on home games, but we had 24 home runs as a team last year.
Close to a marathon.
So we'll see how many we can get this year.
We'll see how it is.
I mean, last year was a little bit shorter of a season, of course, due to COVID. So,
nonetheless, Lorenzo hits it, going foul. Ball is drifting, and lands just foul.
So 0-2 the count, no outs. We got Jamarcus Lyons over on first base for us.
Be interesting to see if they could start a rally here potentially. Spartans seem to get their get the runs in bunches. So if we can get on the board, hopefully we can add on to a form of a lead. Currently we're sitting at 0-0, and Tampa only with 3 hits. Both pitchers doing a fantastic job today. Speaking of one of them, McCollum comes set, looks down, and the pitch. Missing the outside corner, 1-2. Lorenzo has that compact stance, comes ready, the pitch, swings, fouls off, stays alive. Something Coach Urso likes to do, I haven't got the chance to actually ask him about this, but you can just see in how well disciplined these hitters are. They don't go down easy. None of them tend to look at the last pitch. That's something, if any young Spartans fans are watching, something that's a crucial lesson. Obviously you want to get a base hit, obviously you want to hit a home run, obviously you want a double, single, but when you're down in the count, the goal is to stay alive, and the Spartans do it better than anyone in the nation. That's why they're number 1 in the nation. Nonetheless, Lorenzo hitting it down the left field line, staying alive.
Ball.
Yep. 1-2, no outs. Runner on first here in the bottom of the fourth. And a battle seems to be ensuing between McCollum and Lorenzo. My favorite jerseys they're wearing today is the all-out red ones.
The red ones, yep, and they got the NCAA patch on them this year, so mixing it up a little bit.
Mixing up a little bit. I'm wishing we can get back to those Tino Martinez jerseys. I saw a little blimp of them. Didn't go. Asking for help. No call made, and it will be made a call, but it's a ball. 2-2, 0 outs. But yeah, no, I saw a glimpse of those Tino Martinez jerseys when he played here back in the day, and it's just really cool jersey. Actually, way ahead of its time. A lot of travel ball teams actually use that type of style. In today's travel ball world, at least I can speak for Perfect Game. Lorenzo looks at a pitch, did battle a little bit, nonetheless is the first out here in the inning. Lorenzo goes down looking.
Dan Sullivan going to come up to the plate for the Spartans. Last night had 1 hit with an RBI last night, and we got Jamarcus Lyons on first base.
On our website it says he's 6'2". He looks a little bit taller taller than 6'2" to me personally, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like the basketballs thing. You want to do the opposite. You want to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to foul that off right over the netting.
Sullivan crowding the plate, looking to do some damage. He is a scary home run threat. Definitely a power hitter here for the Spartans. 1 out here in the inning, 1 strike. Lions takes the lead. McCollum comes set. And the pitch. Ball just outside, 1-1. Sullivan 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in his plate appearance in the second inning. Lions takes the lead. McCollum comes set. And the pitch. Sullivan drives it left side, going back, way back, and off the glove, and runners are rounding.
Yep, so that's going to move Jamarcus Lyons over to third base. It's going to be a double over there for Dan Sullivan. It's going to be the Spartans' 4th hit of the game. Getting some stuff going here in the bottom of the 4th.
Getting some things going, and Sullivan almost had one out there. If just a gust of wind could get out there. A great attempt out there by Ragsdale, trying to imitate what Lala did yesterday, but somehow still keeping it in the ballpark. Don't know if he prevented it from going out, but nonetheless, Sullivan should definitely be credited there with a double. I believe he was. That's the 4th hit of the evening for the Spartans, or for the day for the Spartans.
Yep, and that's going to bring up number 11, J.D. Urso.
J.D. Urso looking to do some damage with 1 out. I think really the goal just hit to the right side to get at least a run in to start this rally going here for the Spartans. The pitch. And it is a ball, 1-0. Another thing for young Spartans or anyone in the dorms who may be still getting used to baseball. Obviously, if you're a baseball fan, you understand this clear and well. I understand that you get that, but I always like educating people. A perfect opportunity. People like somehow trying to be the hero here, hitting a home run, hitting a double. All you got to do is hit it to the right side of the field and just get a run in. It's good fundamental baseball. Nonetheless, McCollum comes set the pitch. Swing and a miss by J.D. Urso.
We're going to count to 1-1. 1 out. We got runners on second and third.
Something that they're going to look back on for years. Joe Urso and J.D. Urso being on the same field at the same time, doing really good work. It's going to be something to look back on. It's always a cool thing to see them both on the same field at the same time. 1-1, 1 out. McCollum comes set the pitch. J.D. swings under it, and it is 1-2. McCollum looking in. Comes set. 1-2 count. The pitch. Ball in the dirt. This is the first time we're seeing McCollum with pressure on. It'll be interesting to see how he reacts. 2-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Spartans looking to put the first runs on the board right here, right now. McCollum steps off. Checks his card that a lot of teams tend to do. Sometimes they have wristbands. Maybe it's a pitch sequence thing. They change up signs sometimes if people catch on to it, Harrison. And I don't know, maybe they caught on to their signs or maybe they're changing some things up. Nonetheless, puts his glove back on, steps back on the rubber, and here we go for the 2-2 pitch. McCollum looks in. Playing a little bit of a timing game, trying to throw off JD. 2-2 count, the pitch. That's good. Line drive up the middle, and it falls, and that will be the first run of the day for the Spartans. Joe Urso holding up Dan Sullivan as his son gets the base hit, RBI, and does a gritty over there at first base.
So yeah, J.D. Urso going to bring in Jamarcus Lyons. Got runners on the corners now as McAllister Jorgensen steps up to the box for the Spartans.
Things could get dangerous here real quickly. The Spartans, like I said, like to score in bunches. It is only 1 out here in the inning, and there's a runner on first and third base. Be interesting to see what JD does here. Nonetheless, you do have Jorgensen up, who was 1 for 1 on the day. Had a single. JD takes the lead. Sullivan over there at third, and Jorgensen ready to hit. McCollum comes set. The pitch. Curveball breaking down the middle. Good start if you're McCollum.
Yeah, if you're McCollum, you really just want to get this out here and try and gain some of that momentum back.
Really hoping for a double play here. If you're a Hurricanes fan, if you're Spartans fans, you want the runs to come aplenty. McCollum looks over, throws over to first, almost throws it by him. Always an interesting choice when you're a pitcher when there's runners on first and third to throw over to first. Could be dangerous.
Good stop there by Angelino there. Could have been dangerous if it went into the dugout.
Looks like we have a Georgia Southwestern Hurricane pitcher starting to stretch.
Yep, Dalton Cameron over there in the bullpen, or arm barn, or whatever we're calling it nowadays.
Arm barn. You don't want to disrespect PETA. They will come after you.
I know. I'm well aware.
Those beautiful people over there. PETA throws it over to first again. Interesting move. Maybe they're trying to bait Sullivan to run home. Sullivan, not the slowest person, but also not the fastest. Will be interesting to see if he tries to test him here. Spartans did get the first run on the board here in the bottom of the fourth. We have 1 out, 1 strike. McCollum comes set with runners on first and third. McCollum in the pitch. Curveball doesn't break at all, and it is 1-1. Yeah, arm barn or bullpen, both could care less what they're called. Nonetheless, it's a fun time over there usually, especially in college baseball.
Yeah.
Always you find an interesting character over there. Doesn't matter what bullpen, you'll find someone who has a take on something interesting. Nonetheless, line drive down the right-hand side, headed towards the arm barn. And it is 1-2. But yeah, any bullpen, especially in college level, you will find someone who has a take on something you've never heard of ever before, whether it be the famous argument, does pineapple belong on pizza, Harrison?
Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
I think it does. See, I'm in the rare majority. We're the rare few. We're the proud. Well, nonetheless, McCollum comes set. 1-2 count. The pitch. In the dirt. Nice job blocking it. If you're Sutton.
Yep, so 2-2 the count. 1 out. Runners on the corners.
McCollum really wishing to get out of here.
Yeah, last time against Eckert, he had pitched 5 innings. So we'll see.
Ball low, 3-2. He seems to be a more composed pitcher than most I've seen here at the Division II level, at least against the Spartans. It'll be interesting to see how he handles the situation right here. 3-2-1.
Definitely keeping it cool. Definitely not a Category 5. More like a tropical storm or a tropical depression.
Indeed, indeed. The pitch fouled off. Joe Urso makes an amazing attempt over there at third base. The third base coaching box.
I mean, not too windy out here today. Palm trees aren't blowing out there, so.
No, I always look over there to the American flag on the right field line. Nothing really moving. A little bit of a small little gust there, but not really anything too critical.
Got a full count.
McCollum looks in, runner on first and third, the pitch. And it will be ball 4. The bases are loaded here.
Bases loaded and coming up to bat for the Spartans. And it looks like we're going to have a meeting on the mound here as the coach for the Hurricanes going to go out, catcher, meeting with Nick. This is a good time to remind everyone, if you're following along live, you can always go ahead to tampastats.com for more in-depth statistics. You can also follow the team on Twitter at UT Baseball. Use the hashtag Santas1. We would love to hear from you guys. Maybe read some tweets on the air. Let us know where you're listening from.
Be perfect. We love interacting with people, so if you have any questions, obviously hit up any of the social medias the Spartans have. We would love to respond to them. These doubleheaders can be long, so sometimes, this sport especially, not necessarily like soccer and hockey, we don't have time necessarily to react with some fans, but now here we especially do. Interesting part of the game here, folks. We had the 1 run. Bases are now loaded. McCollum's been pitching great up to this point. I don't know if that was a strategic move by the Hurricane coach to give the bullpen time, or maybe just relax McCollum and hopefully get him through, because if you're the Hurricanes coach, you really don't want to make a change this early on.
Exactly.
So if you could get out of this inning, that'd be critical, but also could be dangerous. Lala did get a base hit last night,
and
he is 0 for 1 here today. Bases are loaded. Like I said, if they hit a grand slam, I'm running 4 miles, so I mean,
let's just speak things into existence.
Let's speak it into existence here.
As we get strike one. If we want to do a score update over in men's lacrosse, they're played against Florida Southern today, coming out with a win, 16-5 over the Moccasins.
Love to see it. I'm not a huge fan of the Florida Southern Moccasins. There are rivals in most sports here at the University of Tampa.
That's correct.
McCullum comes set. Bases are loaded. 0-1 pitch. Line drive. Dropping inside. Ragsdale makes the catch. Sullivan tagging. Play at the plate may ensue. Sullivan makes the save. Ball has passed past the catcher.
It's going to hold JD up at third. Yeah. So Spartans now up 2-0. Pass ball almost scored.
Almost scored 2 runs. Spartans do lead 2-0. Good fundamental baseball there by the Spartans just to get the ball far enough to get a run across the board. Good base running by Sullivan. Nice moment there by Joe Urso and JD Urso. JD probably wanted to test it. Joe saying nope. We're gonna give no other than who a chance?
Jose Cadenas up to the plate. 0-1 today. Looks like they're trying to say that JD didn't touch third, but
should be 2-0.
We are. It looks like they're figuring out the. It is 2-0. The
stats at the moment. Cadenas is up with runners on second and third, 2 outs. Spartans do well with runners in scoring position and with 2 outs. So if you're a Spartans fan, you'd love to see what you're seeing right here, right now. McCullum
gonna call time. Joe Urso there on first.
Cadenas steps in the box. 2 pitchers are now warming up in the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes bullpen. We have a lefty and a righty in the arm barn getting ready to get loose.
Looks like, yeah.
Ready to go. If you're looking at it, we're trying to fix our own scoreboard here at the minute.
Yeah,
it is up 2-0.
Oh, yeah.
Cadenas almost gets it down the line. Would have been deadly if you're a Hurricanes fan, as that could be. If you get it down either of these lines, we'll be sitting in a 4-0 ball game.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Tate. We got 2 pitchers warming up over there in the Georgia Southwestern bullpen. So probably will be seeing Nick McCullum evacuate the mound after this.
Curveball hit up in the air. Hartsfield ranging over here with 2 outs and makes the catch. We head to the top of the 5th. Spartans lead 2-0.
Yep.
Here on Tampa Spartans.
Spartans scored 2 there. We got 2 left on base and 2 hits in that inning. 1 error also looks like on the Hurricanes. And I believe we are good. We'll see you here in a few minutes here on TampaSpartans.tv. And welcome back here into the UT baseball field in Tampa, Florida for some Division II baseball action between the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes and the Tampa Spartans on TampaSpartans.tv. Tampa took a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th, and we are back here for the top of the 5th.
Super excited here in the top of the 5th. Paul still on the mound for the Spartans, only giving up 2 hits, striking out 7. If you're Joe Urso, you're loving what you're seeing from your pitchers here early on in the home stand, doing a fantastic job. Nelson pitched pretty good last night alongside Urbe. Did a good job in his first home appearance ever. His new acquisition, I believe, from the University of New Orleans, what I was told. From Lafayette, Louisiana, that man is. Nonetheless, Paul gets ready for the top of the 5th. Hoping to keep going on with what he's been up to.
Yep, as Wozniak.
Ball is up in the air. It's up in the sun. Lions. Nope. It is JD Urso calling him off, looking at it, catching it, and it will be the first out here in the top of the 5th.
And that's going to bring up the number 6 batter, number 1, Tyler Skelton. Last time he is 0-1 on the count, or 0-1 at the plate today.
0-1 at the plate today, but Skelton was 0 for 3 yesterday, so looking to really change what he's been up to. Paul hoping to keep him at bay. The pitch. Line foul ball, right side. There's a righty up in the arm barn for Georgia Southwestern.
Yeah, I believe that was number 2, Dalton Cameron, if I saw during the half inning there.
Paul comes set, the pitch, and ball ranging to the right side. Cumbo running over to the arm barn. Cumbo chasing. Cumbo diving and making an incredible catch. You couldn't see it on the screen, but a fantastic job. Hopefully he's okay. Made an interesting tumble into the fence, picking him up, and he seems to be okay. Fantastic play there by Cumbo.
Yeah. Able to maintain control of the ball. And, it looked like the Hurricanes had an evacuation order to get out of the bullpen there, or arm barn, whatever we're calling nowadays.
Whatever we're calling it. I do want to say it's unfortunate. I wish we had better angles down the line. There's been 2 impressive catches, but ran almost up the mound and down the mound and into the fence. Cumbo made an amazing play there down the right field line. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th.
John Austin Sutton up to the plate for the Canes. He, this season, has 1 hit so far.
Interesting. Paul, the pitch, outside, 1-0. Spartans doing a fantastic job on defense here all the way around. They're really showing why they're the number 1 team in the nation. It's just a ranking, folks, here early on in the year, but they're really showing why they deserve that number 1 ranking. Paul, the pitch. 1-0, ground ball to the right side. Sullivan crowling it, throwing it over to Paul, and that will be the end of the top of the 5th. Heading to the bottom of the 5th, Spartans lead 2-0. You are watching on TampaSpartans.tv. And we're back here in the bottom of the 5th. And Mr. Empanada called to the bullpen. Coming in for the Hurricanes is number 2, Dalton Cameron, is a right-handed pitcher, senior from Claxton, Georgia, by way of Union State Community College.
Yep, in his last outing against Eckerd, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit allowed, no runs, and 1 walk. 3 strikeouts. So
now batting, obviously, EJ Combo made an amazing play down the right field line here. Second out of the inning. Shows bunt, does a little tail. Combo running down the first base line, and it is a close play, but he is out. If he would have just got a little bit left down the third base line, I think he would be safe there at first. Nonetheless, smart baseball play. Just got it a little too center where the pitcher could make a play. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Spartans still lead, obviously, 2-0. Now batting for the Spartans is
Drew Earhart, number 2, grad student from right here in Tampa, Florida. Had a single in the first inning.
Cameron comes set, looks in, the pitch. Curveball hitting the strike zone. It is 0-1. Of course, if you're watching, we're trying to fix the scoreboard, but you're sitting at 2-0, Spartans lead. Cameron comes set, the pitch. Ball up in the air. Cameron looks down. Cameron comes set. 0-1 count. The pitch. Line drive. Just getting... Smith making an amazing diving play. Looking to get up. Spikes it. It isn't spike ball, folks. And Earhart is safe at first. That will go down as a base hit. Great play by Smith. Has some really good range over there at short. Just couldn't get it over there.
Yep, and Jamarcus Lyons back up at the plate for the Spartans.
Lyons had a base hit in the first, struck out in the third, hoping to continue his good homestand that he's had so far. I believe had multiple RBIs last night. Lyons looking ready. Earhart taking a lead. Ball outside.
1 out, runner on first base.
1-0 count. Cameron comes set. And the pitch. Lyons hits it up. I think the ball went up and over us. Haven't seen it come back down, so we will be 1-1 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Earhart takes his lead. Lyons looks ready to hit. Cameron the pitch. Ball breaking just outside, 2-1. Always wondered what it'd be like to be over there in Mersani Hall, just sitting back in a chair watching a game from the outfield view. It got to be kind of nice.
Yeah, it'd be some nice AC.
Nice AC, yeah. I have a fan. We should probably set it up, actually. It just slides over there at first base.
So 2-1 the count, 1 out. We got Drew Earhart over there at first base. It sounds like college baseball is really going to be the only baseball for some time, as the meeting today between the owners and the players union in the big leagues, not much progress as expected. So
hopefully you guys don't hear the fan in the broadcast. Kind of hard. It's getting like a little hot up here in the booth. It is 2-2. Lyons looks ready to hit, like you said. Hopefully we're going to be the only show in Tampa for a little bit at least.
Yeah, until the minor leaguers start. So Lyons going to strike out there. But that is going to bring up number 10, Giovanni Lorenzo. 0-2 on the day. Hopefully he can get the bat going here in the bottom of the 5th. We're still at 0 miles for Tate, so
0 miles. I'm loving it. I may not have to look. As much as I love the Spartans, if I can run under 10 miles this year, I would be a happy camper. But I think these Spartans are going to start putting some balls over the wall soon. They've already started hitting the base of the wall at least twice in the back 2 home games. So, and they can also go in plenty. There was one game last year they hit 3 or 4. So you never know. Nonetheless, Lorenzo takes a pitch. Drew slides back. 2 outs, 2 balls.
Yeah, I might have to get you to race one of our track athletes.
I'm open to anything.
I'm not going to beat the freeze type action here. Watch you get dusted on the warning track.
No, we'll definitely get dusted. There's not a question of hope. I'm willing to do anything here for the UT baseball program. They've given me so many opportunities over the last 2 years. So if I have to dress up as a Spartacus costume, I will do it. If I have to race Spartacus, I will. I'll do whatever I got to do.
3-0 the count.
3-0 the count. 2 outs. Runner on first base. Drew still on the bag. Takes his lead. Cameron touches the rubber, looks to the catcher, comes set, and the pitch. Ball 4, and there are now runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And next up is...
It's going to be Dan Sullivan, number 26.
Frank Sinatra goes throughout the ballpark. Sullivan looks ready to do some damage with runners in scoring position. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, last inning Sullivan had a double, really got the action going. So we already threw the lineup from the last inning. A lot of Spartans up to the plate today, which we surely enjoy.
Love to see it.
So runners on first and second. Dan Sullivan up to the plate with 2 outs.
Sullivan hits it down the right field line, and it is fair. But they're calling it foul. I think that went over the bag, folks. I could be wrong. Maybe I had a bad angle at it. Do you see that the same way I did, Harrison?
Yeah, I mean, it did look like it bounced over a little bit foul. I mean, it could have gone either way there.
I was taught if it goes in fair and still goes over the bag into foul territory, it's still fair, but I may need to update on the ruling there because it's only happened once or twice while watching. Nonetheless, it's foul. 0-1. Could have been really dangerous for the Hurricanes, as Drew does have wheels. There is a lefty up in the arm barn for the Hurricanes. Camera comes set. The pitch. Sullivan hits it down the right field line, and that one is fair. Runners are running. There will be 1 run scored. They bobble it at the wall. They're holding them up, and that will be 1 run scored. An RBI double, second double of the day for Mr. Dan Sullivan.
3-0 Spartans.
Good way to start off good way to continue your day if you're Dan Sullivan. Second double in back-to-back innings.
Still no home runs.
Still no home runs, but Sullivan really doing a good job hitting that ball, pulling the ball down the line. Questionable call with the ball going over the bag, then making sure everyone knows in the ballpark that is a fair ball.
Yeah, happened exactly as we wanted it.
Exactly as we wanted it. Next up, of course, is...
It's going to be J.D. Urso, number 11. We got our runners on second and third.
J.D. gets another RBI, and it goes through. Sullivan testing him. Play at the plate. Slide and directly into the catcher for the Hurricanes. That will be the end of the inning, but we should still have 4-0 on the board. Yep. Spartans score 2.
Of course.
With a bunch of hits happening here in the inning, and we are headed to the top of the 6th. You are watching on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Oh, no, you're good. I was making sure.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Stuff.
And welcome back to sunny Tampa, Florida. UT up 4-0 over the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Paul still on the mound for the Spartans. So far has thrown 55 pitches, with 41 of them being strikes.
An absolute great performance by Paul. Spartans bats come alive in back-to-back innings, producing 4 runs. Sullivan and Urso combining for a bunch of RBIs, Lions being a part of that. that, getting a few hits there. And the Spartans just looking to continue their homestand, doing what they do best, which winning ball games, putting runs on the board. Hurricanes have a lefty in the arm barn, trying to play a little bit of strategy, it looks like. Paul, 7 strikeouts, 2 hits given up, and 5 innings pitched, doing a fantastic job here for the Spartans this Saturday. Looking to become the Saturday starter. It looks like he already is, but continue through. Paul the pitch. Ball hit high up in the air.
Hunter Foster.
Lala under it, looking at it over there in La La Land, catches it, and that will be the first out here in the top of the 6th.
So number 9 hitter is going to be up for the Hurricanes. It's going to be Ryan Smith, the shortstop.
One of the better players on the Hurricanes roster. Made a few amazing plays over there at shortstop, had a few hits last night. Paul comes set. The pitch. And it is a strike. Good way of mixing up the first pitch. A couple off-speed pitches today for first pitches for Paul. Throws a fast strike. I can't. I'm going to assume over 90, but can't see here. Nonetheless, the pitch fouled off and 0-2 with 1 out. Paul trying to get a quick inning in here.
Yeah, Smith's favorite athletes are Kobe Bryant and Barry Larkin. His favorite sport to play besides his own is basketball. So
awesome.
It's fun facts there.
Fun facts are fun. That's what I like to hear. 0-2 in the pitch. And close to a strike 3, but it's not called a strike 3. 1-2. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Paul comes set. Looks down the pitch. Ball in the dirt. 2-2. Spartans doing a fantastic job all around here today. Fielding, Cumbo made an amazing play over there in the arm barn. He can hit and he can field. Paul the pitch. Good pitch by Paul inside, but they're calling it a ball. 3-2. Full count here for Paul. Spartans dressed in all red here today for Saturday action. One of my favorite jerseys that they have. Paul comes set. The pitch. Line drive down the right field line and foul.
Almost hits Grant Adams, who's warming up over there in the bullpen. Be interesting to see if we'll have another pitching change as we head into the bottom of the 6th.
It's 4-0. Could potentially happen. I can't speak for the Hurricanes. Don't know how long the pitchers go. Ground ball, left side. Lyons looks to do the 1-2 shuffle, throws it on over to Sullivan, and that will be the second out here in the top of the 6th. Next up to bat for the Hurricanes.
It's going to be the top of the lineup for them. That is going to be number 3, Miles Hartsfield, the sophomore. So 2 outs, nobody on for the Hurricanes.
Well, if you're Mr. Urso, you're going to have a decision made here. Do you just keep letting Paul keep pitching, or maybe save his arm a little bit, having a 4-0 lead? Interesting decision to be made. Great first pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball, and it will be 0-1.
Yeah, Hartsfield started out the game with a single. Struck out last time he was up in the 4th.
That will be a ball outside. We're sitting at 1-1.
Has a 133 average on the season, albeit only 4 games played so far with that. So
a few hits and you're sitting back at 400.
Yeah.
So love it early on in the year. You can be batting 100 one day, the next day you're batting over 700. It just happens every now and then. But as the year goes on, obviously you want to raise that number if you can. Paul looks down with a 1-2 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Looks like something out of Mario Baseball as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Your University of Tampa Spartans lead 4-0 versus the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
Welcome back. Tampa Spartans lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. A lot of relief pitchers. May need some relief pitchers here on Sunday with the Super Bowl coming up, won't we, Harrison? Harrison, got to ask you, who's pitching now for the Hurricanes?
We got Brant Sundin, a sophomore from Lakeland, Florida, so just up the road here from UT.
Looking forward to see how he pitches. Hurricanes coach going over with a lefty. Spartans have 8 hits here today, 4. Paul's doing a fantastic job. Only allowing 2 hits and striking out a plenty. Interesting to see if Coach Urso will throw him back out there in the 7th. Think they will, at least for the 7th, I would imagine.
Yeah, the Spartans definitely seem to have found the eye of the Hurricane today. Really,
that was really punny.
In there, yes. As much puns as possible.
Oh, indeed, always. Who's up to bat for the Spartans?
For the Spartans, let's get that right. Number 16, McAllister Jorgensen, has a single and a walk on the day so far. It's going to be ball high for the first pitch of this at-bat. Last time Sundin was in action for the Hurricanes was against Eckerd on the 6th. He only pitched 1 inning and wasn't really in there for that long.
Wasn't in there for that long. That was the second ball here. Not the start you want to see if you're Sundin. Nonetheless, looks in, comes set. And the pitch. Jorgensen looking at a strike down the middle, 2-1. Looks like they have another another pitcher warming up in the arm barn. Can't tell who it is right now. Has a blonde glove over there.
Looks like we have 2 pitchers, actually.
2 pitchers, actually, yeah. Oh, no, maybe 1. I don't know. There's 2 catchers. I'm assuming 2 pitchers. Yeah, that's how that usually works out. 3-1. Jorgensen trying to continue his good day so far. Single and a walk. Sundin comes set. Takes a breath, and the pitch. Jorgensen hits it. Going back. At the track. At the wall. Just dying in front of the wall. And that will be the first out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yep, Ragsdale with that snag out there.
You got to imagine if there's a little bit of wind, we might have some home runs here on the day. A couple things dying at the wall.
Yeah, and number 8, Lala, up to bat for the Spartans. I know. Gotta get some sound effects up on this broadcast here.
That'd be awesome, a soundboard.
We might have to bring that back for the second game. We'll see.
We'll see if we can do that. Lala looks ready to hit. First pitch is a strike. 0-1, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Lala steps in. Sundin looking down. Coming set. Sundin warming up the pitch. Trying to paint the outside corner. Couldn't manage to do so. 1-1.
Yeah, this is Sundin's first year with the Hurricanes. After previously spending time at Florida Gulf Coast. He made 4 appearances for FGCU.
Sundin the pitch. Lala looking at a ball. We're sitting at 2-1.
1 out. Lots of action over there in the Hurricane bullpen.
A lot of action happening over there in the arm barn. Sundin looking in. Lala looking ready to hit.
Interesting that we have a sun on the Hurricanes.
Pitch, hit, turned on it, going deep, and it is foul. Off the birdcage and into the glove of the right fielder, Foster. Nice little turn on it, Lala did, but just hit it just foul. What, sorry to cut you off there, Harrison. What were you saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's just another stupid comment, but we got sun on the Hurricane. Hopefully he can break up the storm a little bit of the Spartans.
Sundin pitches it inside, strike three, and that is the second out here in the bottom of the sixth. Lala didn't like what he saw, but again, that's why he's a player and the umpire is the umpire. Nonetheless, 2 outs here in the bottom of the sixth. Next coming up for the Spartans is
number 6, Jose Cadenas. Really, 2 outs, no one on. No hits so far for Cadenas today. Hopefully he can get one right here in the bottom of the sixth. UT up 4-0.
Sundin looks in, the pitch. Ball, bounce. If this was cricket, that would be a fantastic way to start your day, but this is baseball, folks, and that's a ball.
Yeah. Talking about baseball.
Talking about baseball. Huge fan of cricket after I learned how you play it. It's really interesting. I'm amazed more baseball players, if they don't make it to the majors, don't try it out over there, but...
You got cricket, you got stickball. All sorts of...
Cadenas turns on it, and it goes just foul towards the Spartans' arm barn. No one warming up there. Cadenas looking to continue his good week. Obviously today he's going 0 for 2, striking out once and flying out to the center fielder. Interesting choice by Georgia Southwestern, obviously trusting their middle infielders, leaving a lot of space open down the middle. Cadenas is ready to hit. Strike 1 and 2 here in the bottom of the sixth. 1, 2, and 2. Sundin looking to have a pretty flawless inning for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, really took control of the game here, putting a stop to the Spartans.
The pitch, looking for that outside corner, not finding it, and we're sitting at 2 and 2.
Yeah, Cadenas with 4 hits on the season, with 2 last night against Georgia Southwestern.
Indeed. Sundin looking in. Cadenas getting ready. The pitch. Ball in the dirt. We're sitting at 3 and 2. Fantastic job of Cadenas to just be patient. It's a tough thing for a lot of players to do there in the box.
Full count, 2 outs.
There's a pirate float.
Yeah, I think Gasparilla's still not over here.
So, it's like Mardi Gras over there down the... Cadenas hitting it and getting under the third baseman's glove. Yeah. Cadenas rounding first, going for second, and play at second, and he is safe. And it looks like that will be a double for Cadenas.
I believe they're going to rule out an error there.
Was it? Okay, I didn't know if it went off the glove. Thought it went under the third baseman's glove.
Bouncing there off of Smith's glove over there at third base. So Cumbo up to the plate.
Error nonetheless, still making over there second. Cadenas took a risk. Life is risky. Cadenas made sure to take a risk and made it in there safely and gives it the Spartans an opportunity. I believe they gave him a hit. Waiting on an actual scoring here.
Getting everything in there.
Cumbo looking to do some damage with runners in scoring position. Spartans do lead 4-0.
2 outs, runner on second base.
The pitch. Cumbo hits it up in the air. Foster going back and catches it, and we will be heading to the top of the 7th. Spartans lead 4-0, and you've been watching on TampaSpartans.tv.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive.
Want to bring up what they're doing here right now? It shows you how much of a veteran Joe Urso is, how much of a legend he is. A really good coaching technique, makes the players rake the infield. It shows discipline, shows what it takes to be a Spartan. Just because you've made it here doesn't mean you can't do a little bit of hard work on being a part of the grounds crew. That's why the field's so good. Shout out to those guys raking the field between every inning. Love to see it. If you don't love that, you don't love Division II baseball.
Yeah, going to be the last season with grass here at the UT baseball field as we transition over to turf. So
interesting. Is it all going to turn turf, or is it going to just be foul ball line? The LSU did this. The only reason I know how to speak from it, they did foul ball territory, all turf, everything else grass. Are we going all turf?
Not 100% sure, Tate, but we'll
figure it out. We'll see.
So we look around at some of the other Spartan sports happening today. Women's basketball ahead of the Berry Buccaneers, 17-9 after the first quarter. And we are here back to baseball, top of the 7th. We got number 7 up for the Hurricanes. Previously, he grounded into a double play in the first inning. Had a single last time he was up in the 4th. Looking to get some things going for the Hurricanes. Been relatively quiet on the bats compared to the Spartans.
Paul still coming out here for the top of the 7th. The pitch. Hit. Foul. And we are sitting at 0-1. We are sitting at 0-1. Paul having a fantastic day. 8 strikeouts, only giving up 2 hits and 6 innings pitched. And the pitch from Paul. Hit up in the air. You have Urso running after it. You have Lala out in Lala Land making the catch. And that will be the first out here in the top of the 7th. Next up to bat for the Hurricanes is...
Oh, yes, this is going to be number 9, Ragsdale, up to the plate for the Hurricanes. I was just looking, we got some action down there in the Spartan bullpen.
That looks like it could potentially be Ross.
Yeah, I believe it's number 33, Dalton Ross.
Arm style.
Another dude from Georgia. Lots of Georgia in the house today.
Utes out here today. Both sides. Paul comes set the pitch. Bunt and a failed bunt attempt will be a strike. 0-1. I want to say about Ross, had a fantastic outing over there up in when they were facing Georgia College. I believe went over 3 innings, had 6 strikeouts, and no hits given up. A fantastic relief appearance from one of the Spartans' main relievers throughout the year. Paul, the pitch, fouled off down the left field side. Watch out, parade floats. You may have a ball through you. Nonetheless, Harrison, who do we have warming? Oh, we said
Dollar Ross. Yeah,
Ross already.
Former Savannah Banana. You might have seen the TikTok of him. He when he played on the Bananas, he would shotgun an energy drink before running out to the mound at full steam ahead.
Unique individuals over there in both arm barns for all teams here in the college baseball level, like I mentioned. Ross is one of the most unique characters I've ever got the chance to meet. Is an awesome person. Also has I believe only 4 fingers, so when he pitches, it's a unique thing. Nonetheless, Lala running over towards the arm barn and hitting off the side of the birdcage. But no, I would say about Ross, we mentioned it last year, I talked to him about it. He, I believe he had an incident where he got one of his fingers somehow chopped off, and honestly, it's still impressive how he pitches. He says it's an inspiration. He doesn't see it as a disadvantage. Great mentality, great person. Looks to come up next for the Spartans, I'm assuming after this inning.
Yeah, it's been a great outing from Paul so far, as we mentioned. 8 strikeouts, only 2 hits allowed.
Sullivan sitting there. Oh, looks like it hit off the shin or the foot of Ragsdale. Sullivan talking to the umpire, throwing the ball back over to Paul. We're sitting at 1-2 with 1 out. Paul just having just a great outing, only really sitting at 69. If he really wanted to go the full game, he could. Urso probably going to do the smart thing and letting him leave a little early, save his arm, Yeah,
never absolutely. A bad thing to do. Still early in the season, a long way to go.
Of course. Long season, a lot of home games here for the Spartans.
Yeah, 16-game homestand. So this is the second of 16, so 14 more to go here at the Birdcage.
Should be fun. Looking forward to it. Paul trying to figure out what to do with Ragsdale fouling off the last two. 1 and 2. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. If you're just joining us for some reason, Tampa Spartans lead 4-0 here in the first part of this Saturday doubleheader. The pitch fouled off.
Oh, Brendan? Yeah. That's my guy. Brendan Campbell? You do.
Got the chance to talk to a former Spartan. He was a key reliever for the Spartans last year, Jordan Leisure, doing a fantastic job in the Dodgers organization, having a great time. Got to talk to him, doing well, wishes us well. 1 and 2, 1 out. Paul the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that will be his 9th strikeout on the day, and that will be the 2nd out here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah.
Up to bat for the Hurricanes.
It's going to be number 27, Anthony Angelino. No hits so far today, 0 and 2.
You're literally wearing one. That's literally the same color he's wearing.
Paul comes set. The pitch. It will be a ball.
It'll be a strike, I believe.
Was it a strike?
Yeah, it did indicate a strike.
Well, then that would be what it should be. It is a strike. I don't know how I saw that as a ball. Nonetheless, Paul the pitch. Right up the middle. Paul doesn't react, but great play over there at second. Great play by Sullivan.
Safe. Looks like the
drew him off the bag. Yeah, it was a good play all the way around. Tough throw over there.
So we got a runner on first for the Hurricanes now as number 35 Wozniak steps up to the plate.
Jorgensen, the second baseman. I don't know. I didn't know that just Jorgensen made a good play over there. I'm trying to look at this thing. He's having a hard time figuring it out. He's like, wait. Oh, no. Why would he be there? Anyway, nonetheless, Paul comes set. Runner on first for the Hurricanes, taking a lead. Paul looking in. 2 outs here. Pitch is a strike. Top 7.
And that last play is going to be the Spartans' first error of the game. Both teams now at 1 error after that throwing error.
Paul comes set. I believe an 0-1 count. The pitch be 0-2. Harrison?
Angelino over there on first base.
He is over there on first. I don't have his stats with me if he has any caught stealing or stolen bases on the year. Don't know if he'll be a threat. Obviously, 4-0, you want to not really risk anything, at least especially this late in the game. Paul comes set, the pitch. Looking over was Earhart, see if he could get the runner out there at first. 1 and 2. Looks like the Spartans have a pitcher over there in the arm barn, looking like number...
I think it's still Dalton.
Is it still Ross?
There, yeah.
He might have taken a break and come back out. Paul looks in. 1-2 count, the pitch. Strike 3.
It's going to end the inning with 1 left on base, no hits, and 1 error. We'll see you back here after the stretch here at TampaSpartans.tv.
Just another ordinary day at UT.
We are here in the bottom of the 7th. I just talked about Cracker Jacks. I had Harrison tell me they're disgusting. One of my childhood favorite snacks. How do you like Cracker Jacks?
I would say that peanuts and Cracker Jacks a little dated. Definitely much better ballpark fare.
No one remembers getting the prize in the bottom of the box.
I mean,
kids these days don't know what that's like.
Who needs a sticker?
They're all there with the virtual Cracker Jacks. You can't even eat virtual Cracker
I will say, if you do make it over to the Trop, they got a good peanut and Cracker Jack shake over there.
They do. It is really nice. They also have a good spicy shrimp thing in the left field line or corner. I don't know what it's called, but it's
lots of good food at the Trop. About the only thing good at the Trop.
I think when the Rays move to Tampa, it could become one of the more premier teams in baseball. My only take, if they move over to Ybor City, that's my take on actually doing a project on it right now in marketing. Nonetheless, batting for the Spartans is
it's going to be our guy number 2, Drew Earhart.
Sundin coming back in for the second inning. Thought it might have hit him, didn't. 1-0 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, Drew has 2 singles on the day in the 1st and the 5th. For those of you keeping track at home, Tate is still at 0 miles.
0 miles on the board. Might change right here, right now. No one knows. Drew does have the power to hit a home run, but certainly we're sitting at 1-1. There's a righty warming up for the Hurricanes currently, and I believe it's Dalton Ross over there in the left field line for the Spartans. Sundin comes set. 1-1 count. No outs. Here in the bottom of the 7th, the pitch. Ball outside. We'll be sitting at 2-1. Yep, unfortunately haven't had the chance to run any miles yet. We have none on the board. Spartans did hit 2 home runs in the Georgia College series. Have yet to hit one here. Have a couple, I think 1 triple, couple doubles, but no home runs yet for the Spartans. 2-1 pitch. Earhart hits it up in the air. Hartsfield seems to be under it. Collecting it, corralling it, and the first out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, and I believe I heard for every visitor home run hit in the ballpark, Jack Ike will be running a mile.
Yeah, no, that's what we agreed on. We both shook hands, so, gentleman's agreement. So we'll let him know that next time he comes out Friday.
For those of you listen to him and UT Hall of Famer DeCarlo over there from the top of the Martinez Center. Women's basketball, 33-27 at the half.
Like to see it. Lyons is up to bat for the University of Tampa Spartans, hitting it to the third baseman for Hurricanes, corralling it, throwing it over to first. Lyons racing down the line, and it will be second out here in the bottom of the 7th, just beating Lyons over there at the bag.
Yeah, Sundin really having a good outing so far here at the Birdcage. And that's going to bring up Lorenzo for the Spartans.
A lot of Braves, Acuna jerseys out.
A lot of Braves
Loving
country.
to see it. Feel like I'm at home. 1 Astros jersey.
I know. Can't really,
say too much about them. Maybe.
I know we were talking about Jordan Leisure earlier with the Dodgers.
Is he the trash collector? Oh, well, nonetheless. Nonetheless, we have Lorenzo, lefty batting right here. Sundin with the pitch, lefty versus lefty action. Ball outside, 1-0. But yep, good to see the women's basketball team doing well. They were doing fantastic. I got to call a game before with COVID to come out. It was the semifinal game. They actually got to win. It was pretty cool.
The conference tournament should be coming up soon for our winter sports. I know swimming has the SSC championships next week. And then, so we got a lot of our major crossover here with our winter sports, our spring sports starting. I know
the Olympics, Super Bowl, everything around
everything but spring training.
If you were a sports fan, you're loving life right now. And if you're not, well, you don't know about any of it. Nonetheless, Lorenzo getting ready to swing, does swing, hits it over to the second baseman, Mamantis, throwing it over to first, and that will head us to the top of the 8th. The University of Tampa Spartans lead 4-0 against the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes, and you've been watching on TampaSpartans.tv. He played for some.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Bring it up.
And welcome back into the University of Tampa for today's baseball action here. Top of the 8th, the Spartans are going to bring in their new pitcher, number 33, Dalton Ross from Statesboro, Georgia.
Mr. Empanada called to the bullpen, bringing in the man from Georgia, Ross, side armor. Love to see him. Had a fantastic outing against Georgia College, pitching over 3 innings and striking out 6, not giving up 1 hit. Love to see it from your relief pitcher.
Yeah.
Obviously, Coach Urso has a lot of trust in him, bringing him with a 4-0 lead. I don't know if that would be save material, but nonetheless, good to see him here at home.
Yeah, interestingly enough, Dalton and the Hurricanes starting pitcher, Nick McCollum, would have played each other in region play in high school down there on the South Georgia coast. As you were mentioning, Dalton had 2 appearances at Georgia College on
collecting in 3.
Yeah, with 3 innings pitched, and he got the save during the last game of the series last weekend. 3 strikeouts
I was
each
by
day.
3.
So looks like we have 6 total
Six
strikeouts
total, yep.
for Ross so far this season. We'll see how many we can get here today. Some music's blasting at the birdcage.
Love to see it. Do want to quickly mention Dalton Ross. We're talking about those NIL deals, names, image, and likeness, new to the game. Of course, the number 1 Spartans have a few of them. Want to mention Dalton Ross's partnerships. Partnered with Swamp Dog Outfitters, second-year Spartan, transferred from Bryan College, from Statesboro, Georgia, like you previously mentioned, and is a work beats team athlete. So Dalton Ross collecting some of those NIL deals. Good for him. Good for him. Next up to bat for the Hurricanes.
Number 1, Tyler Skelton. No hits so far today as the number 6 batter. Forsyth, Georgia.
Georgia. All in Florida today. Dalton Ross with a beautiful off-speed sidearm. He'll start off the count 0-1 here in the top of the 8th. It's hard for some players to get, when they drop down, it's just hard for them to recognize the pitch, especially if you have good off-speed from that angle. It's just, it's deadly. And Dalton Ross seems to have figured that out. Former Savannah Banana, like you mentioned.
Yeah, Savannah Banana. I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
1-1 pitch, ball outside.
Yeah, 3rd season Banana member. Always be out there doing the pitcher dance. So
love to see it.
Yeah.
Fun guy to be around. Dalton Ross, second pitch. Hit right to J.D. Urso. Takes a 1-step, 2-step, throws it on over to Sullivan, and that will be the first out here in the top of the 8th. Next up to bat for the Hurricanes.
It's going to be number 36. Yep, and that is John Austin Sutton. No hits from him today so far either. 1 out, nobody on.
Sutton has remained to not get a hit here against the Spartans. Ross, the pitch.
Fouls that right to the net.
Right off the netting, yep.
Interestingly enough, the bird at the top of the bird cage stayed on the net there.
Interesting. Are birds real? Do you believe birds are real? I believe they're real.
I mean, I would say
someone asked me that the other day, and I was completely confused. Apparently, it's a whole thing taking over the internet. Pitch by Dalton Ross is a second strike in the inning. But yeah, someone was asking me if birds are real, and I'm like, yeah. I think I've known that for a while, and they're like, well, I don't believe they are. So I proceeded to walk away and leave Ybor. Nonetheless, Dalton Ross gets set, 0-2 count, 1 out, the pitch. And a strike 3 called, and that will be the second out here in the inning. If you're Ross, you can't start it any better than the way he's been starting it. Then it will be 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Next up to bat for the Hurricanes
is going to be number 15, Hunter Foster. Oh, and it looks like going to be a pinch hitter. Sorry about that, folks. And that's going to be number 18. And that is Garrett Bradley from Savannah, Georgia. Went to high school at Savannah Christian. Garrett Bradley, an outfielder. Going to be pinch hitting for the Hurricanes.
Dalton Ross gets set. The pitch. Fly ball hit over to Lala. Lala, hat falls off for the second time today. Shades of Manny Ramirez makes the catch. Third out here. We'll be heading to the bottom of the 8th. Spartans lead 4-0 here on TampaSpartans.tv.
champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Slider dog at the Guardian.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all.
Welcome back into the bird cage for the bottom of the 8th inning. Our guy number 26, Dan Sullivan, stepping out to the plate for UT.
Has the build of Sully Sullivan, obviously, from Monsters Incorporated.
Yeah, double doubles so far today.
Love to see it. Double doubles for Mr. Sullivan, making it hopefully 3. They're giving him that right field line, which I don't seem to know why. He's hit, 2 doubles that way. So, nonetheless, keeping that wide open for him.
The cone of uncertainty for the Hurricanes is a little off track, I would say.
Sure, of course. Sullivan looking ready. 1-0 pitch. Sundin coming back in, the pitch, and fouling it off is Sullivan. It will be 1-1. Sundin's doing a fantastic outing for the Hurricanes, even though you see 4-0 on the scoreboard. He has given up 0 of those 4, only giving up 1 hit, and pitched only 23. Hurricanes look to maybe use him in the second game potentially as they're warming up someone, a right-handed pitcher over there in the arm barn. Sundin looks set, the pitch. Sullivan has a big cut at it, fouling it off. Sullivan has his eye on the ball today. It would be dangerous if you threw him high and inside. He can turn on one, and we may have a ball hit over to Salsa Rico territory.
Salsa Rico.
Love it. Love their burritos when they're open. They don't accept cash anymore. Fun facts for you Tampa students listening.
Yeah, I mean, nothing like some baseball and burritos.
Strike 3. Sullivan looking at a pitch right down the middle, and that will be the first out here in the bottom of the 8th.
That's going to bring up J.D. Urso. Could just be my eyes, but I believe taking some inspiration from Jock Peterson with some pearls out there.
Indeed. Those pearls really did bring the Braves on a little run that ended up ending up in the World Series ring.
Until the pearls broke, and then Jock did not do as well in the World Series as he did against those Dodgers in the NLCS.
Indeed, it's interesting with superstitions. I remember a couple years ago there was a parrot or was it a parrot? I believe it was a parrot that the Spartans had the year they won the championship.
Oh yeah, hey is what the thing in Moana is, but Pua is the believe.
But yeah, that
when they won it in
my freshman year, 2019. Yeah. They had another chance to make it to the championship. Just fell 1 game short, looking to get back there for the College World Series. At least 3 of the 4 years I've been here. Obviously, 1 year they couldn't have the opportunity to.
Could be the only World Series happening this year.
Could be. Hopefully, we don't jinx that because I want some baseball. I already bought my. I wonder what happens if I get refunded. I bought the MLB TV package, so I'm hoping.
Well, I'll turn into MILB.TV.
Yeah, MILB.TV.
Watch all of our former Spartans out there at the various teams.
It will be 2-2.
The count.
The Gwinnett Stripers might be my team this year.
Gwinnett Stripers. I mean,
who knows? Maybe the Florida Fire Frogs.
Nope. Fire Frogs are no longer a team.
They're not.
We got the Green Jackets, the Rome Braves.
I swear, I thought they were. They have an Instagram still.
Not any. Yeah. As part of the contraction of minor league baseball, the Fire Frogs got the boot.
Such a cool logo. Gone. But hey, Sugarland Space Cowboys, one of the coolest team names.
I'm gonna say
you can't say anything. I know you have a lot of affiliations.
If you're going to have a fun name like that, let's get some alliteration.
I'm hoping for the
Cosmic Cowboys, a little better than Space Cowboys, in my opinion.
All right.
We're way back here at UT Hurricane Spartans, relatively tame names.
You gotta ask
3-2.
Well, you ask if these two mascots were to fight. Obviously, the Hurricanes probably would take the cake on that. But
Yeah, I mean,
it's a tropical storm. So.
Tropical storm, yeah. I mean, brought some sunshine to the Hurricanes today in the late innings with Sundin on the mound for them.
Running through all the commentary as we get here late in the 8th.
Yeah.
4-0.
Gonna tip it off there.
I'm really hoping I'm gonna push one day for the Tampa Tater Tots, but until then,
maybe alter egos. I mean, I know we've joked about Tampa tacos.
Sure.
We had the last year. I don't know if you saw on April Fool's Day, the Tampa palm trees was announced as it. I mean, maybe the Tampa bell towers.
Yeah, gotta talk about that bell tower over there. 68 or 63 bells.
You got the ugly home run sculpture that used to be at Marlins Park. You got the apple at the Citi Field,
and we have our
the bell tower. Let's hope. Maybe we need to talk to President Vaughn about getting that to go off every time we got a dinger here at the Birdcage. But anyway, McAllister Jorgensen up to the plate for the Spartans.
A little bit of rift in a raft. Nonetheless, we're here with Jorgensen up to the plate. Sundin looking in, paying attention over there at first base, throwing the ball, and it will be a base hit for Jorgensen in between the shortstop and third baseman.
It's going to move Urso over to second base, and up to the plate, your guy Tate. I'll let you say it.
Mr. Lala from La La Land, the man, the myth, the legend himself.
I mean, really,
over 2 on the day. He's looking to change his ways here hitting tonight. Had a great day yesterday. Doing a good job fielding. Has that Manny Ramirez flow over there. Every time a ball gets into him, a hat seems to fall off. So maybe I got to ask him who his favorite player is. Wouldn't be shocked if I heard Mr. Ramirez's name called out. Nonetheless, Sundin looking down. Runners on first and second. Spartans are leading 4-0 here in the bottom of the 8th. Sundin looks in the pitch. Lala looks at a curveball for a strike, and it will be 0-1. Righty warming up in the Georgia Southwestern bullpen. Sundin having a good outing. First time with pressure being applied. Right here, right now, they're going to pick off to second. And J.D. Urso is safe over there at second. A little bit of cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry action over there at second base. 0-1, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. If a single happens, wouldn't be shocked if they sent JD. Nonetheless, ball gets by the catcher, and there will be runners on second and third.
Move those runners into scoring position there. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th for the Spartans.
Good game so far. I know the scoreboard says 4-0, but it was really close. All the way up to about the 4th inning, and then in the 5th inning, they duplicate what they did in the 4th inning. Spartans putting 4 on the board in those collective innings, and that's where we are here right now. Spartans have 10 hits on the day. Georgia Southwestern only has 2. Both teams have an error. Sundin, runners on second and third, looking in. The pitch, Lala taking a big swing, missing, and we will be here at 1-2.
It'd be really nice if we could get one of those runners in here. Really just secure that.
Really nice insurance run, yeah. Probably secure the first game. Also, if you're tuning in, make sure to tune in for the second game. This is a doubleheader action here on Saturday from Division II baseball. Only baseball happening in Tampa at the moment. Lala hits it up in the air, definitely deep enough to hopefully drive a run in, and they're going to test him. They're also going to...
There goes Urso.
Urso is going to be safe at the plate. They'll be the 5th run here today. Spartans lead 5-0. They were thinking about maybe sending Jorgensen, but smart move to keep him over at second in scoring position. 2 outs. Spartans like to be hitting with 2 outs, and next up for the Spartans is...
It's going to be number 6, Jose Cadenas. And it looks like there's going to be a mound visit for those Hurricanes, and it's a great chance for us to tell you to make sure you're following us on all social media platforms at Tampa Spartans. We're on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Lots of great content coming your way all season long here for all of our sports teams. You can also visit us on the web at tampaspartans.com for all things on UT Athletics.
All things on UT Athletics. 6. And we're going to have a Mr. Empanada called to the bullpen for the Southwestern Hurricanes.
Yeah.
So, well, interesting to see. Trying to figure out who the pitcher is.
I believe they're saying it's number 16. That's going to be Griffin McClure from Canton, Georgia, previously at East Georgia State College, so a JUCO Bandit. Here on the mound for the Hurricanes.
It'll be interesting to see righty. We had a little bit of jibber and jabber as the inning came on, but the Spartans have scored another run, leaving it at 5-0 here in the first game of this doubleheader.
Double-digit hits up there. 10 hits, only 1 error for the Spartans compared to the Hurricanes' 2 hits, as we talked about. So Griffin McClure on the mound for the Hurricanes. It's going to be his second appearance of the season. He was previously a part of Eckerd, the game against Eckerd.
It also looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. It looks like it's going to be Glancy.
Yeah, Luke Glancy, number 29 on the Spartans.
I believe did very well in the College World Series last year. I'm pretty sure he hit a home run, if I remember correctly.
I agree. But yeah, so this is McClure's first season pitching. I believe he was a redshirt freshman last year for the Hurricanes. His favorite athlete, Jacob deGrom. His favorite sport to play besides baseball is football.
Now, are we talking about American football, or are we talking about football?
Oh, no.
Football?
Maybe we need to clarify.
Clarify. Is it FU with the little dash over it, TBOL, or is it a...
It's just regular football, so I'd assume...
Well, we'll assume American.
Probably excited for the Super Bowl tomorrow. Luckily has the day off here, besides the road trip back up to the Peach State.
Peach State. Gotta love those peaches. Peach is better up there, but the oranges down here are definitely more...
Yeah, the grapefruit. We got the Grapefruit League.
Grapefruit League as well. Grapes. Fruit is pretty good down here as well.
So Luke Glancy officially coming into the box for the Spartans. So we got 2 outs. Runner on second, Jorgensen for the Spartans. Music blaring in the birdcage.
Fantastic music created by everyone here at UT, whether you're in the hockey area, soccer area, or baseball area. Just fantastic music all the way around.
We had fun with the sound effects over at softball last weekend.
Nice. Good to hear. 2 outs here. Luke Glancy has an opportunity to drive a run in. First plate appearance at home this year.
Let's see if we have a softball score update for y'all. I believe they were playing today.
Well, Harrison looks that up. We have a 0-1 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Spartans do lead 5-0. Chance to make it 6-0, potentially 7-0 right here, right now. The pitch. Inside, almost going by the catcher, and it will be 1-1.
1-1, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th.
Seeing a lot of Olympic merch from the Atlanta Olympics in '96.
Yeah, lots of.
A lot of Atlanta-related things. Feel like I'm back home. Nonetheless, 1-1, 2 outs. McClure looks down, and the pitch. Ball outside, and it's going to be 2-1.
2-1, and going back to that softball score, it looks like they did, unfortunately, take the L against Auburn Montgomery, 3-0. It's also who we lost to in soccer in the
end of the year. I was speechless at the end of that game. It was a hard-fought battle in overtime, and the Auburn Montgomery happened to get a goal in right there in advance, but Spartans had a fantastic soccer year. Glancy hits it foul and out of play.
Some of the best sports you will see Division II here is at the University of Tampa. I mean, obviously volleyball national champions this year.
At home,
I mean, soccer, men's soccer played in the NCAA championship tournament, and now baseball obviously is such a history with 8 national titles going for their 9th this season.
I think it's fair to say baseball probably takes the cake as the best sport here, but all around great sports from the Spartans.
We got beach volleyball starting back up. Unfortunately, no home matches this year, but
ball hit down the line. Sorry to cut you off there, Harrison. Over to the arm barn and off the birdcage. Continue with what you're saying, Harrison?
Yeah, beach volleyball back-to-back national champions as well. So
we're having a big sport here. I'm hoping one day, not maybe in the next 2 decades, we eventually become a D1 program. Our sports are definitely good enough for it, but we'll be waiting to see.
Yeah, I got some competition down the road with USF for sure on that one.
We actually beat USF won the Rowdies Cup in soccer this year.
You're right.
Taking them at least, I think, 2 of the last 3 years, if I remember correctly.
And I mean, speaking of people we beat, I mean, we can't go a baseball game without mentioning this. I know you and Jack like to mention this. UT beat the Phillies.
Yeah. It's the reason I actually even heard of the school in the first place. I planned on going to LSU my whole life, and then I was down here. My aunt lived down here, and I looked up I was trying to look up best D1 programs. I thought for some reason I'd play baseball, and accidentally typed D2. Tampa, they beat the Phillies. Yeah. Ended up going here, get a scholarship, and now we're here.
3-2 the count as we're waiting for the next pitch.
Nonetheless, Glancy looking to do damage.
2 outs.
And it will be ball 4. Luke Glancy comes in, pinch hit opportunity, walks, and there will be runners on first and second.
Yep.
Next up the bat for the Spartans.
This is going to be number 19, E.J. Cumbo. We're going to have a pinch runner over there for Luke Glancy. That's going to be number 31, and that is Kyan Knutson. And so Kyan Knutson from right here in Tampa is going to be running on first for the Spartans.
Have yourself a day, Luke Glancy. Show up, see 4 balls, and have yourself a nice night.
Fuck, yeah, worked out nicely. McAllister Jorgensen still at second base. Both of the runners got a lead off here. 2 outs. And the first pitch is going to be a strike for E.J. Cumbo. Still no hit.
Still no hit. 0-1 count. E.J. Cumbo up to bat. Runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. McClure comes set. The pitch. E.J. Cumbo takes a swing and a miss. Could have maybe hit it with an oar, but trying to stay in here. 0-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Spartans still lead 5-0. Runners are in scoring position. Spartans with runners on today are 5 for 12. Runnings in scoring position. 3 for 5. Runners on 5 for 12. Ball past the catcher, and the runners will advance to second and third.
Yeah, so we got runners on second and third. E.J. Cumbo for the 1-2 count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. UT up 5-0 over the Hurricanes.
Cumbo, awesome opportunity to just put the nail in the theoretical coffin that is this game currently. McClure looking down, and the pitch. Cumbo, ball goes by him again, and there will be another run.
Jorgensen right there.
Added to the board. It will be 6-0 for the University of Tampa Spartans. Back-to-back, I believe, pass balls, and that will be Spartans leading 6-0 here in the bottom of the 8th.
I believe they're going to call that a wild pitch.
I can tell.
It was the stats
it was off the glove, so I couldn't tell if the first one was.
Got to give credit to the catcher.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Knutson over there on third base. Cumbo at the plate. 2 outs, 2 balls, and 2 strikes.
Cumbo swinging.
It's going to be strike 3 to end the inning. Spartan gain another one here in the bottom of the 8th. 6-0 as we head to the top of the 9th here in Tampa.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
And we are back here at the Birdcage, top of the 9th inning. Dalton Ross still on the mound for your Spartans. And we have Ryan Smith up to the plate for the Hurricanes.
Ryan Smith up to the plate, one of the better athletes on the Hurricanes roster. Ross going to face him here right now. Ball a little low, 1-0. Spartans, has been all Spartans today, 6-0 here in the top of the 9th. The story of the game, just looking at the stats right here, runners in scoring position. Well, good bunt there. Ross is definitely an athlete. We'll throw it over there to first, and that will be the first out here in the top of the 9th. But no, if we're talking about stats, the story of the game, runners in with 2 outs, the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes are 0 for 9. Spartans are 4 for 11. Runners in scoring position, Georgia Southwestern hasn't even managed to get a runner in scoring position yet, and Tampa is 3 for 6. That would be 500 for those people who like statistics. And then runners on, the Georgia Southwestern is at 0 and 4, and the Spartans are 5 and 13. So tail of the tape there.
Yep. Miles Hartsfield in the box for the Hurricanes.
Hartsfield has only 1 single on the day, striking out twice.
The first pitch for him is going to be a ball. Gonna tip or foul that one off there for make the count 1-1 with 1 out. No runners on.
Harrison, do you know how to get back? Oh, there you go. Thank you.
All right, and that's going to be strike 2 there.
1 and 2, yeah. 1 and 2 with 1 out. Trying to figure out this Lenovo tablet right here.
Yeah.
Hartsfield looking to add to his day. Ross trying to make sure that doesn't happen. 1 and 2. Ross the pitch and trying to hit that outside corner, but didn't manage to do so, and will be sitting at 2 and 2 with 1 out here in the top of the 9th.
And just a reminder to stick with us here on Tampa Spartans TV. After this game, we'll have another one to round out the 3-game series. Scheduled start time around 4 o'clock today.
Ross throwing a pitch outside, 3 and 2. Yeah, make sure to stay with us so you can tune in for the 3rd game of this 3-game series between the first ever series these two teams have had against one another. Spartans obviously looking to take the first 2, but we'll find out right here, right now. 3-2, Ross looking in, and the pitch. Ball hit right to Kadenius. Knutson, my bad. Sorry there.
It's going to get the out either way. 2 outs, 1 more out to go here in the top of the 9th. We did have the
change. Yeah, I didn't even notice
the pinch hitter.
Pinch hitter, true, yeah.
And then the runner
catching it with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Spartans looking to take the series really here. Hopefully, I mean they have 1 more game to be played, but we'll obviously take 2 out of 3 at least.
So Thomas up to bat here with 2 outs, nobody on for the Hurricanes. Spartans up 6-0 with 2 outs. Going to call that a ball.
I'm going to do the closing here at the end of the game. Give me a quick rundown of the game, and then we'll send you off. Go get yourself some food before the 2nd game.
Enjoy some UT basketball in the meantime. Just switch back to us. Jack Ike, I promise, will not be offended.
He will not at all. Although, by the way, we mentioned this earlier in the broadcast. Every away home run here at home, he will also be running a mile. I will be running a mile for every home Spartan home run hit this year. We're still sitting at 0 on the home run mile count. So
are you guys going to run together? Is this going to be a race?
Oh no, we're gonna be arm in arm, tandem team running through. That's what that's my idea for it. I got to talk to Jack Ike about this, obviously. But yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how this goes. 2-1, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Spartans lead 6-0. Ross looks like he's ready to pitch, and they both come set, come ready, and here we go. Ross comes set, 2-1 count, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th, and the pitch hitting as a strike, 2 and 2 with 2 outs. This could be the end of the ball game, folks, with this pitch right here. Let's find out right now. Dalton Ross touches the rubber, looking in. Dalton Ross the pitch. Fouled off.
Again, Tate speaking things into existence.
Speaking things into existence. Also, fans, there is a netting, so no need to react. Nonetheless, Spartans are winning 6-0. Talking in myself into circles. 2-2 pitch. About to be underway right here, right now. Dalton Ross the pitch. Ball hit deep. Over to Lala in La La Land. And the Spartans win the second game of the series. Be back here for game 3 here at 4. Spartans win 6-0 against the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes. Player of the game's got to be Dan Sullivan with 2 doubles, a few RBIs. Dalton Ross closing it out. Starting it was Michael Paul, having himself a fantastic day. My name's been Tater Talk Epard alongside
Harrison Taylor, and we'll see you back here for game 2 on TampaSpartans.tv.